Well, hello there. Welcome to another video. So this here is my customized Arco Linux with a Gnome desktop. More like a butchered Arco Linux. It initially had XFCE desktop and I installed Gnome and removed XFCE. But it's not all purely Gnome desktop. Some features of the Gnome desktop might be missing. For instance, if you go to this panel over here, you can see the settings option is not available. I also installed the distro dock to place this dock on the left. And you'll see here the Linux kernel here is 6.1.5, the Zen kernel. The GNOME version here is 47.5, which I believe is the latest, and I'm using Wayland. I also have another desktop environment that is installed, and that is Wayfire. Now, I also had the opportunity to install the system monitor. Beside that, we still have the task manager from the XFCE desktop. Here is the system monitor for the GNOME desktop, which is a GNOME system monitor, much more better looking than the task manager for the XFCE. Initially, when I decided to install this Arco Linux, I was looking to have an Arch system installed on my PC. As you might know, I'm dual booting this Arco Linux with the OpenSUSE lib, and I've been having challenges installing Waydroid on OpenSUSE. So I thought maybe dual boot the system with an Arch based distro, and for the time being I had Arco Linux ISO sitting around, so just dual booted it. Now as for the Waydroid, I got the packages installed and I actually have Waydroid installed, but it's having a few issues here and there. For instance, if I copy files to the media directory inside Waydroid, they are not available. Another issue, if I try to create a directory anywhere, it often fails. Now I'm not sure what could be the problem, but I believe it's something to do with the missing libraries that were not installed in the process of installing Waydroid. And besides that, Waydroid is working fine. Now back to the Arco Linux. Most of the softwares that I have here came with the XFCE desktop, and they still work pretty well inside the GNOME desktop. I have several desktops, as I mentioned earlier. I have Wayfire and Hyperland. Now in terms of file manager, I installed the GNOME files, and I also had the Tuna file manager. Now one other thing that was very useful that came with the XFCE desktop and the entire ISO was the Arco Linux welcome, and it's the first thing that you see upon installing Arco Linux, and this one allows you to access and install software. It's very well organized, so you can see right here. From here I can choose what softwares to install. We have accessories, we have Conky, and on the left here you can choose under what category the software that you're looking for lies in. It has listed most of them here. Even desktop environments, you can select and download them from here. Under developments, you can see what kind of software you can download, the likes of Vim and Sublime Text. Sublime Text comes pre-installed, and there are all kinds of software. So even for the login screens, you can see we have the login manager for SDDM, the LightDM, the GDM for GNOME, which was not pre-installed, and it's what I'm using to be able to log in with the GNOME desktop. Now apart from that, if we go to internet, you can find all the browsers that you need and download them and install them. There are browsers, downloaders. This includes the likes of FileZilla, QBitTorrent, KTorrent, and more. You also get a VPN software option to download them. Select whichever one you prefer from here. Now let me close this, and we also have the launch, the Arch Linux trick tool, and here you see the for design, you can see you can download themes, icons, cursors, and fonts. And for desktop, these are the desktop environments that are listed, and you can install whichever one you prefer. So far there's a huge list. You can see starting from the Awesome, Berry, PSP window manager, Apache desktop, Cinnamon, Chad window manager. I would like to see how this one looks. Some kind of window manager with the window tiling. We have cute fish, and then CW, DWM, enlightenment, apps left window manager, hyperland, i3, ice window manager, JWM left window manager, LXQT mate, name, even other desktop environments that I've never heard of, like this Neri. So you can download as many desktop environments as you want just from here. Just select one and click install, and then there's the option to enable mirrors. So yeah, the Arch Linux mirrors that I've enabled so far. If you have any mirrors that are slow, you can just disable them from here. So we have packages, and then there's Pacman. Having it here is very important, and you can enable and disable some repos from here. For instance, you can see we have the Arco Linux repos. We also have Arch Linux repos. So this is Arco Linux, but we still get repos for Arch Linux. And users, you can create a new user from right here and decide whether to be a standard user or administrator. And that's it for the Arch Linux trick tool. You get the option to update the Arch mirrors, which I believe is one of the things you should do immediately after installing your Arco Linux, or if you have any problem with your Arch repos being very slow. As usual, I have installed a few browsers. You can see I have Firefox. I also proceeded to download Chromium browser. Funny thing is that Brave and Google Chrome, I installed them manually using an RPM file. The RPM files, I got them when I was installing OpenSUSE. I found out there's a way to install RPMs on any Arch distro, and the way to do it is just fetch the RPM file, extract it, and what you need to do is just follow the folder name and copy the content to the correct directory. For instance, you can see after extracting the Brave RPM file, you can see there's a folder for ATC, another one for opt, and another one for USR. So all I need to do is open this folder, look inside bin, and this is what is inside here. So now I need to copy this file and go to the directory USR bin and paste it over there. Now after you're done with that, just log out and log in again or reboot your system, and you will have your applications displayed on the app drawer as just like any other app. And then some of the apps you can see here came with a Waydroid, like the Play Store here and the gallery. This is Arco Linux, and it looks much different from what I installed, which begs the question, can I create my own Linux distro? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.